Hopefully I never have to show anybody what it does. He got exploded. There are no herbs. Alright. How many's left? 6? Yeah. We'll get there. This is not going slowly. Three to go. Once again, it is quite the temperature. Whew. But I'll make it. This summer I might want to invest in maybe an air conditioner. Seeing as how I am cooking every summer in my room. Just a little sausage. That's the end of that one. Now what? Off to find where we wanna go. It's in this direction. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh no. This must be the place. Alright. Alright. So the Scarlet Crusade was formed out of the ranks of the paladins that were Chachi. Nice. Out of the ranks of the paladins that Arthas disbanded when he... Oh man. That Arthas disbanded when he attacked Stratholme. The undead, like, the time that took place in between when Arthas did that and came back and the undead washed over the kingdom was pretty short in terms of, like, traveling by boat and horse terms. So it was pretty jarring for some of them. And such, they splintered off and formed their own faction called the Scarlet Crusade, who were just dead set on the complete elimination of every single undead. Doesn't matter if you're on Forsaken or Scourge, they would just... And honestly, if you were allies with either of those factions, you were no good to them, which is fine by me in the case of the Scourge, but the Forsaken were allied with the entirety of the Horde, so you could see why that might be a little bit of a wrinkle when it came to relations between the factions. They were also very hostile still with the Alliance. I can't quite remember. There is a logical reason for why that is, but I just cannot right now. Maybe if I had that air conditioner. Whew. Any case, they're pretty much bad dudes. They're good dudes, but they're bad dudes. And that's kind of the whole crux of the light, is you don't actually have to be a good person to wield the light. It's just another source of magic. A completely wrong person, like somebody who tortures people and whatever ends justify the means sort of personality. As long as they believe fully that they are right, that is all really that is a requirement for the light. You just have to have that belief and not be completely corrupted, I guess, but even complete corruption. The light and the shadow, void, darkness, whatever they're calling it now, it's very, they play into each other. You can have something that's completely shrouded in darkness to the point where it burns somebody to touch it. It's so corrupted and evil. But if you have enough source of the light to pump into that object, there will be no problem. You can just purify that object with the light. I don't know if they've retconned that, if they ever expanded on that, but I have seen it, and I'm almost certain it still exists in the game. You have to go on a little bit of a hunt to Durnhold Keep to see it, and that was quite some time ago now, but I doubt, how could it be that different? Couldn't be that different. Now, there's something else I needed here. I can handle him. So we're gonna start with this one. That was hardly bad at all. The chests are in fact in each one of the 4 rooms downstairs. That's where I found the first one. So using the art of deduction, that's where I'm heading next. Got that one. Clearing the path. I was right, and only just after being initially wrong. But this is good too. That means I'll be on the first level, gaining experience, which is my go-to excuse. All good things. The flow. I think my server just lagged out. That's okay. Don't actually have to fight all of these people in the same way. Oh, good. That person is gonna do some of the heavy lifting. It's fine by me. Crusados. Crusados. Okay, did it. And you. Good. Next. And done.
See you around.
So that's one half. The idea here is we're dismantling their leadership. That was the military and also where they were keeping some of their sacred relics.
Have a good one.
And now for the religious leadership.
Can I help you?
Do I have to do like 5 things in here again? Nope.
Be careful.
Luckily, we don't have to do a bunch. We just have to open portals for the Argent Crusade to come in and do their thing. I am not sure what has happened in this last little bit here. I've lost my demon, I've lost my soul stone. I don't know what's happening. Alright. Well, let's get this all put back the way it's supposed to be.
It is not ready yet.
Okay. So, crisis narrowly averted. Okay, been a while since I had to sit there and just eat. Man, this place is just swarming with these guys. Like, where did he even come from? I was just looked in there. There was nobody in there. By the time I'm done with him, I'm sure there's gonna be some more coming. There. Hall of Arms done. Where else? Of course, I've left my inventory in the way. Library wing. Not many more. Good. Oh no. Don't help or anything. That would be too much. Next. We're heading upstairs. Crusados. Kinda rolls off the tongue. Farther up. Where's this assassin? I don't see him. He's taking some licks. Back down, and it sounds like Crusados has cleared the path for us, which is nice. And we can head on out. I think we have one more stop after this one.
Greetings.
Alright, so back to Archmage Dos Santos.
Can I help you?
And
Be careful.
finish off the last of the leadership. So that's not better. And that's not better. Alright. Okay, so we will have to clear ourselves a path. That wasn't so bad. Clearing our way. There isn't a lot left. Can really stand in our way. As long as I keep Thokthak alive, and he doesn't randomly disappear anymore, I don't see what problems we could possibly have. There's Crusados. Hopefully you're dazed by now. Well, that didn't work out for me that time. But there was no, like, he was waiting for me to go. So, and he wears plate armor. I'm gonna let him go first. Either way. Look at that muscle definition. Oh. Done. All right. So, the only thing I think left to do is turn in the quest and move on. Imagine that. Moving on. They have a little chapel-y thing back there, too. I have no reason to go back there, so I'm not going to, but it's there. Oh. Back we go then. Behind here is actually the Death Knight starting zone. I don't know if you can see it from... no. But they have a whole quest line. Death Knights start at level 55. And I think you have to be level 60 before you can even make one. And the whole quest line just kind of levels you up to 55 or 60. Death Knight starting zone. It's a bit of an experience. It's well worth it. And Death Knights, they're one of the strongest classes in terms of mechanics. So, yeah, good. Good stuff. That's a gargoyle. Ooh.
I must get closer.
What's it doing? I don't think I've ever observed this type of behavior before. Strange. Many strange occurrences. Oh, Jackalina, the blood elf, hunter, Bubbly Yum, Alethy, Tarad.
Talk to me. What's your back?
Well, looks like we've got some other things to be doing. Oh, worms. The Tauren wants to eat worms. To each their own, I guess. Oh, the flight path, that's a good thing to grab. Sound advice again. If you're in a settlement and it has a flight path, you should feel welcomed to go and gather that flight point. A paladin's going down in the hole. Ooh, I could use that for a level. Oh, it looks like it'll be obsolete in one box. Who's this? Torvald. Oh, Torvald. Or Loki. Weird. What's back? Oh, the spirit. The spirit would like us to go to do some quests in dungeons. We can easily do that. Right now, we are going to Browman's Mill. Browman's Mill. Way up in here. Like, this is Browman's Mill, but the Scourge have taken it to another extreme, and the mill, quote unquote, actually goes all the way up into the hills there. Okay. Another one down. That was a whole quest. Just that one fella. That's what you want, is to find the one that's just the one, and then you only have to do one. There are no people here. By people I mean skeletons and zombies. I guess we're heading up into the encampment. The Noxious Glade. I don't know if you saw in the background there, but Crusados just ran by. That's why we had such an easy time getting up here. Does this work? I must have to put it into a skeleton. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know why it wouldn't work otherwise.